Hindus, God and fear. We are human beings and we have the power to think. And we all speculate inside our heart and wanting to know the meaning and purpose of our lives. We all wanted to know that why we are born in this world. We wanted to know that who made us and for what purpose we are here in this world. We all feel that there is some supreme power that is running this world and designed purposely our birth and send us on this earth. We all feel that someone is looking to us, watching us, monitoring us, and he wanted us to walk on the right path shown by him. We all feel that if we fail in fulfilling his purpose or in any duties, it is because the supreme power or God designed this because he is testing us. And after speculating inside us, we all universally together feel, sense and experience and believe that God has created this world and God has made us for a purpose. The Creator is there who bring us in this world and wanted us that we do good things as he is watching us every time, every minute and keeping watch on us. We as human beings fear the God, the Creator, frightened and scared of him because he is watching us and we do not want it to betray him because he is the Creator, the God, the Divine, and he will be angry and thus sensation of fear emerge in us. When we fear God, then we feel really bad because the God or the Divine will be angry with us and because the anger of God will certainly do bad to us, either by bringing bad luck or that he will not bless us. We fear and fear whole of our life because we do not want that God should punish us. The God is the Creator and the God is the one who bring us in this world because of some purpose. The God is the Master and we are slaves to him. This is the average and common spread feeling in devotees that are worshipping thousands of stones and statues and maintaining hundreds of rituals and superstition every day. We always try to please the God because we fear him and do not wanted him to make him angry. We fear every time and every day and in every thought and whole life, keeping ourselves busy in making the God happy. We really do not ask question that why the God whose every wish has been fulfilled, then what wish he left for creating such imperfect world? Gautpada the Vedantist said, some say that creation is the expression, vibhuti of God. Others maintain that it is like a dream, sapna, or an illusion, maya. Some believe that it is a will, ichcha of God, and others say that is for God's enjoyment, bhogya. And some declares that it proceeds from time, kala, while others say that it is a sport krida of God. But it appears to be so that what desire can God have who has realized all desires? In fact, there is no creation at all. If this world of plurality really existed, it will surely come to an end. Duality is only an appearance, non-duality is the real truth. Reality is non-organization, it always remains the same, and causality is therefore impossibility. It cannot be proved that samsara, the universe, is without beginning but as an end. That which exists neither in beginning nor in the end cannot exist in the middle also. Life of Hindu people started in this subcontinent with knowing the nature, what nature is, what are the laws of natures. And after that, in the post-Vedic eras, the spiritualism started emerging on this land. And then comes the age of conflict. The conflict between rationalisms and spiritualisms. Rationalists, to support the rationalisms, philosophical thoughts, Upanishads start coming out. They says that there is a rational phenomena to knowing the nature. They say that there is a logic can prove the existence of human beings, the reasons of this life. On the other sides, epics and Puranas start coming up. They want to establish that spiritualism is the base of Hindu people. The spirit, the soul, the God is only creator of this world. Rationalists have their own epistemology and metaphysics. They say this cosmos have some rational essence towards the goal to attain a good life. In Hindus, particularly that there was no concept of God, and the Hindus started with the concept of Aham Brahma Asmi. I have myself a Brahma. For Hindus, the God was not creator of us, and therefore he has no purpose to bring us in this world. The God in the past was not running the life of Hindus, but the theory of karma dominated us to fulfill the purpose of living our own lives. The Hindu rationality included in philosophies, Upanishads and Vedas never advocated that God created us or God have any purpose for bringing us in this world.
Literature came up with ethical teachings and then turned to bhakti and social reforms. In Hindus, literature and religion, which is dharma, were the same things. Learning literature means you are learning religion.
In Katha Upanishad of the Yajurveda, it said, the self is hidden in all being and does not shine forth, but it is seen by the subtle seers through their sharp and subtle intellect. Rise, awake, having obtained your boons, understand them. The sharp edge of a razor is difficult to pass over. Difficult is the pass to the self, the wise tell us. Bertrand Russell noted that every powerful emotion has its own myth-making tendency, and this myth-making faculty is often allied with cruelty. For Hindus, the ideology of life was so democratic that in past, Anything that came with logic and reasoning was accepted because Hindus were not adamant like Christianity, which stated that Mother Mary was virgin and they have to accept without any evidence. The new ideology and concept of Buddha and Mahavira was accepted because that made a rational mark. Hindus were never adamant that what are written in their holy books are gospels of God, and therefore the diversity of culture and thinking prevailed on this land for hundreds of years. But the tendency of being too democratic bring downfall in corrupting the original ideologies of Hindus, and later therefore we started accepting everything and anything without using logic and losing rationality. Havel in Aryan rule in India said, Vedas represent the culture of a race of warriors, poets and philosophers who despise the art of commerce and live mostly by agriculture. They build no temples but worship nature spirits with simple sacrificial rites. Life for Hindus was simple and they have four ashrams including Brahmacharya, Grahast, Vanprasth and Sannyasa. And for Hindus the matrix of life was karma, and according to karma everything get the result accordingly. There was no fear of next life but rationality of coming out from the cycle of birth and rebirth. There was no greed, no remorse and no hunger for wealth. Life for Hindus were simple, and so the society and religion.
Gradually and slowly with the spiritualisms, the original thought and original principle of Hindu people now start losing grounds in this subcontinent. The rationality, logic and reasoning is subsided and new thoughts and new way of life is started on the basis of spiritualisms. Faith, dogmas, superstitions, they are become the firm belief of this society. This society is now moving away from the education, moving away from the cognitions, moving away from the nature, moving away from the process of inquiring to knowing the truth. Now the society is gradually becoming more superstition, more religious. This religion is now led by the number of people who decide what actually the right is, what actually wrong is. And this way of life made this Hindu people drag them away from their natural thinking, drag them away from knowing the nature of inquiring the phenomena, drag them away from what actually the life in accordance with the truth.
What changed the conditions? The influence of religions like Christianity, where God created us and God wanted us to praise Him to secure a luxurious seat in heaven, or influence of Islam, where we were slave and Almighty is our master, and He will punish us whenever we try to betray Him. These religions overcome and shadowed the Hindu thoughts, who knew that Aham Brahma Asmi, I am the Brahma. But now we Hindus remain busy in pleasing the God or gods every day, every minute and every time, so that He will shower His blessing on us. We the Hindu lost the dignity of hard work and theory of karma. And we still feel and proud to be the oldest civilization in the world, but with skin wrapped on our souls of other religions and becoming slaves of rituals and superstitions. We proud that we had rationality and scientific attitude of life, but now follow those rituals and customs that are unnatural and never were the part of Hindu ideology. I ask many youth these days that what they think of God. One of a student preparing to be an engineer is going barefoot to temple to please God so that he can get good marks. A science teacher of high school offer prayers for 2 hours in a temple and feed grass to cows on road instead of teaching scientific attitude to students. One of the youth said that he feels that there is some power and that is God. But he really missed the concept that he himself is the power as stated in Vedas. Now, Hindus are worshipping in temples, feeding cows, feeding dogs, but went away from their karmas of respecting parents, helping needy, and working hard to support their families. All philosophical thoughts in Hindu advocated that greed, stealing, jealousy, envy should be left apart, and simple life was the theme of beautiful way of living in Hindus. At present, Hindus think that God is their creator and to please the God or gods will make their lives easy and have shower of blessings. This new Hinduism made Hindus more cowards, lazy and greedy, jealous and keep envy from everyone. When they saw someone developing through hard work, they do not want it to compete but went to the shelter of God for 2 reasons. First, they wanted ourselves to be rich and to punish the one who is developing through hard work. And therefore Hindus, there is God and therefore there is fear of God. And they lost the self-confidence of Aham Brahmasmi, and they lost the self-reliance of better life, and they think it is the easy part to worship God for good life rather than moving on the path of hard work, karma and path of ethics.